I turned on, and this is such a statement on the shit times we live in and the shit PC that attitude that's destroyed entertainment and comedy for the most part. I was watching. I was looking for a comedian. I wanted to watch a comic. Mm-hmm. So you go through Netflix and you're just blasting through, and the little quips that they write. You're gonna laugh till your eyes fall out of your head.
Yeah.
And, I can't.
Iranian comic. Yeah.
His cutting take on. And it's like, it's not cutting.
No.
It's shit. It's not funny. It's safe.
It's redone Def Jam shit from the 90s, but now a Lebanese guy's doing it.
Yeah, yeah. And God forbid you're talking about women or something dark humor or anything. So I put on YouTube, I put on George Carlin. It was just a shitload of George Carlin. Now, if I have to go back decades to find something that is cutting and funny and irreverent and stuff, that to me says something.
Yeah.
So I'm watching it and I'm trying to see not only what George Carlin might be like today, because he was ahead of the curve on everything. You watch shit he's talking about decades ago, and he is spot on.
10 years ago, I saw him in 2008 just offend an audience with 20 minutes on autoerotic asphyxiation. And I was in tears.
It's great, right?
But the whole room was just like, this is like very dark. And it's like, yeah, because he's great. Like,
that's what he ended up. He got so dark. He hit the stage and was an angry motherfucker.
That was his point of view, was you're all fucking stupid.
Right.
And here's why.
And here's why. I'll point it out.
Yep.
He said if just being on the earth, you're part of a freak show.
Yeah.
He goes, if you're American, you have front row seats.
Right.
And he goes, but I'm standing back watching it. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm watching the freak show.
Right.
He doesn't really have a vested interest in it. He doesn't care one way or the other. And he talks about it. And you could tell because I also watched SNL for the first time in years this weekend.
Okay.
And it was horrific. It was so bad. And I don't just mean, you're a Trump fan. Look, I love political humor if it's good.
Yeah.
And if it hasn't been, they've exhausted that over there. It's just done. And they keep doing it over and over again. So watching Carlin, he's talking about some conservative shit. He's talking about like the first Gulf War and how America loves bombing brown people. And it's like, it's a very liberal ideology.
Right.
But it's funny. It's like, I wasn't sitting there going, fuck this communist fucking cocksucker.
Right.
Because he makes it funny. It's there's a lot of truth in it. And then, like, the next bit, he's going, these fucking liberal environmentalists talking about save the planet. And he just goes off on liberals.
It's like, he's like, here's why the planet is fucked, and gives you 20 great reasons of why you can't help it.
Can't help it.
Yeah, he's basically explaining why you're a virus.
You're the virus on this planet. The planet's going to be fine.
Yeah.
He's like, don't worry. The planet's fine. One thing he said that was really good, he goes, oh, you put plastic bags. There's plastic on the planet.
Yeah.
He goes, well, people made plastic out of stuff that came from the planet. He goes, who knows? He goes, maybe Earth, the only reason we're here is that Earth wanted plastic. And we were the only things that could make it.
Yeah.
And then once we do that, it'll just shake us off like fleas.
And that is true. Like, people, I do find that amazing. Everything we have is made from shit we found in the ground.
It's the ground.
Everything you drive, everything you own, everything you're wearing.
Look at it, fucking aircraft.
Yeah.
Look at a passenger jetliner. It was everything just dug out of the ground, melted, mixed with some other stuff. It's a recipe.
Yeah, that's all.
You take the ingredients. The initial ingredients are dirt, rocks, a tree,
metal,
like water,
probably.
And then you mix it all together, and a fucking jet plane comes out the other end. It's fascinating to me. You didn't have to go to outer space to get this shit.
No, it's all here.
It's a giant cake recipe for a jet made out of dirt and rocks. Brilliant. But coming back around with the George Carlin thing that we originally started with is to have a comic like that was completely unapologetic about his ideology, would throw shit out there for both sides to fucking suck on. It just doesn't happen anymore. He was saying some stuff like rape jokes and shit. What did he say? He goes, because he was talking about the way words have just been twisted around. Like the word cripple. He goes, cripple isn't a bad word. It describes an affliction of sorts, and it was used in the Bible. Jesus healed the cripple, but now it's, handy-capable and locomotion disabled, and like all these bullshit.
Go-getter.
Yeah. And then he said something. He goes, well, what do they call someone that was raped? Non-voluntary sperm receptacle.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
It's like, and I'm watching it going, even George Carlin.
That was Live from New York, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Not even that long ago. Yeah, that's a great special.
The thing is, I was thinking is George Carlin could sit back, watch shit, say anything, and call out all the hypocrisy and all the bullshit. But would he still have been able to do that today? Like, could he get away with telling that rape joke on a stage today without, in the crowd, or without maybe someone in the press going, I saw George Carlin, or tweeting, George Carlin is a pig, and because he didn't really see comedy getting censored yet. He died right before, like everyone else was getting fucked.
Yeah.
Everyone. But comedians, stand-up comics, were the last people that were able to say shit in the context of a comic. Oh, did you hear what he said? Yeah, but he's a comic. Now, that doesn't even matter. They put comics in the same category as a lawyer, a doctor, or a fucking politician. If they say it, take it at face value, he's a racist or sexist.
Right.
So I think if Carlin actually saw comics starting to tame down their routines, or him getting called out, or maybe losing gigs or something, that would have been an interesting take on George Carlin.
I wonder if he would. I do think that there would be a backlash. I think he would certainly get the groans. And even in his last special, there's a little bit of it.
Fuck you!
So
That's probably what he would have.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I saw him live, and the response wasn't like what it should be. And I mean, he believes in himself so much, and he knows his point of view. He's just going to go. But I think he definitely would experience that. And if you look at people like Patrice, I think for my money, Elephant in the Room is up there with every other great special. It's fucking genius. And that's one where I now see people talking about, he was a misogynist.
Of course.
No, he was honest to his point of view of where he was from.
Yeah.
And what he felt. And that joke about salmon working with bears is fucking incredible,
It's hilarious. My favorite bit from that was his take on Natalie Hollowell.
It was the best.
Holloway? Was it Holloway or Hollywell?
Holloway.
Yeah. Natalie Holloway. Yeah, because he set the audience up.
It was great.
The audience delivered the punchline.
Yep.
He figured out a way to make the audience deliver that fucking punchline. Yeah, Natalie Holloway. Well, that girl down there in the Caribbean there. Natalie Holloway. And then he goes, and he also killed that the girl from Peru.
Yeah.
What was that name? Exactly.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Silence was the punchline.
He goes, they just sent a brother to the end of a pier to go like this. So
when you could set up the audience to deliver the punchline, and the punchline is silence, and you're so confident that you know that's going to happen.
Well, it's the punchline and the point.
Yeah.
Like, it's insanely well timed.
Unfucking believable job, and only Patrice was brilliant enough to even think you could do something like that.